So Travel Tech is now currently available on WhatsApp, and you can get some exclusive updates and behind the scenes if you follow my channel on WhatsApp. And if you're interested to do so, you can find the link in the description. So Nexdigitron has released two new dash cameras, the Nexdigitron A3 Pro and the Nexdigitron A3 Pro with OBD-2 kit. Well, the previous generation of the A3 was released keeping in mind the needs for parking monitoring. Well, the A3 Pro bumps this requirement up a bit by increasing the resolution from 1080p of the previous A3 to 1296p in the new A3 Pro. And along with that, now you get a dedicated OBD-2 kit dash camera, and probably this is India's first and only dash cam which gets a OBD-2 kit right in the box. So if you want a budget dash cam under the price of 5,000 rupees, you want to monitor your journeys, and along with that, you want to have complete peace of mind by having parking surveillance of your car, well, the Nexdigitron A3 Pro OBD-2 kit model is the right one for you. Well, don't worry if you're not interested in the parking monitoring and you just want a camera to monitor whenever you're out on a journey. You also get a normal version with a regular 12-volt car charger and a regular USB power cable as well. But later on, if you do decide to get parking monitoring, you can also purchase the OBD-2 kit wire separately. So I think this is a really interesting choice of models they have provided. And just in case if you're confused regarding which model to buy for your car and you don't want to miss the upcoming Amazon sale, well, you have arrived at the right video because I'll clear out all your confusion in this. So before I talk a bit more about this dash cam, let's jump in straight into the video and show you what's this all about. So these are the two different models of the Nexdigitron A3 Pro. So on top of the box, you can clearly make out the difference by looking at this OBD-2 sticker here. So this model comes only with the OBD-2 power cable. It doesn't have the 12-volt car charger and the regular USB cable, whereas the normal version comes without the OBD cable and comes with your regular 12-volt charger and your USB power cable. So except that one aspect, everything else is the same, but the pricing is different. The OBD-2 model comes at a price of 4,999 rupees and the regular version comes at a price of about 4,599 rupees. So that's hardly a difference of 400 rupees between these two models, and the price may come down a bit more in the upcoming Amazon sale. So to make sure that you do not get confused if you are going to purchase this in the upcoming sale, let's open up the box and show you the contents so that this completely clears your confusion and you can make the right purchase decision. So the outer cover is opened up. So at first you'll see the user guide. So on the left you can see this says with OBD-2 parking kit, and this says it is Super Full HD 1296p, which means this comes with a regular USB cable. So the user guides have their specific difference written on top of them. Let's keep them at this side. So before you take a look at the camera, let's jump to the power cable where all the difference comes into effect. If I take a look at the normal version, so here is the normal version with your regular USB cable. So it's a USB type A connector at one end and a micro USB connector at the other end, which connects to the dash camera. Also along with that, you do get a 12-volt car charger with two dedicated USB ports, which means you can use one port to power up the dash cam and you will have a spare USB port to power up any other devices, and it has got a Nexdigitron branding. So this is the normal version with your regular USB power cable and a 12-volt adapter. So I'll keep this here. In the OBD version, you don't get a 12-volt adapter, which I just showed you here, and you don't get a USB power cable. You rather get a OBD-2 cable. So as you can see, this OBD-2 port plugs in into the OBD-2 socket of your car. So this is the plug, and this plugs in into the socket within the car, and at the other end you have the micro USB port which plugs in into the dash camera. So the camera derives power from the OBD-2 port in this case, and this doesn't require any other power cable, any other 12-volt car charger or any of that stuff. And this will enable parking monitoring right out of the box. You don't need any hardwiring, you don't need any extra special hardware kit. So this is the main basic difference between these two models. Rest everything is exactly the same. You get the same mount, you get the same camera, you get an extra 3M sticker in both boxes. So I'll just take a look at them. So there you go, the same extra 3M sticker is provided. You get a wiring crowbar as well. So the same wiring crowbar. And finally, if we take a look at the dash cam, so here you go, this is the normal version dash cam and this is the OBD-2 version dash cam. Both are exactly the same. There is no difference between these two dash cameras. The same port, the same lens, the same resolution, everything is simply the same. Only the way of powering it up will be different. So taking a look at the dash camera, it completely resembles the older outgoing A3 model, and only difference you can see is that there is a A3 Pro branding at the back of the camera. Rest everything is more or less the same. You have the indicator LED on the back, you have a parking LED at the front of the camera, you have this Nexdigitron logo, the lens of the camera. So here is the slot wherein the windshield mount plugs in. You have the USB port. On the left you have the speaker right here, and on the right you have a lid which covers the micro SD card and reset slots. So most of the things are same, and if I go ahead and show you how you can plug the camera onto its windshield mount. So here is the windshield mount. So just plug in the windshield mount into the hole and slide it into place, and it plugs in easily. It's easily detachable. You just have to slide it out and the camera comes off pretty easily. So let's plug it in back, and once it's plugged in, you can also rotate the camera like this, because since there is a screw mechanism here, you can loosen the screw and move about the camera based on your requirement, and you can tighten the screw later on once you have reached the optimal point. Also, one additional thing to note is that this camera is compatible with vertical windshields, which means if you have a Thar or a Jeep or any other car which has a vertical windshield, this camera can be mounted on that. So as you can see, if I take this user guide as the vertical windshield, so there is a sufficient gap between the lens and the windshield surface. So this makes it an ideal dash camera for such angled windshields. Also, an important thing to note is that the A3 Pro has a built-in vehicle battery protection feature. Well, you can access this within the UMera app once the camera is connected to the app within your smartphone. So as you can see, here is the vehicle battery protection option. So let me just scroll down a bit to show you clearly. So as you can see now, this is the vehicle battery protection, and it says that to protect battery, the dash cam will turn off automatically when it detects the battery is below the selected voltage. So this means you have manual control over how much battery is to be left out before the camera turns off. So as you can see, it is currently selected at middle, which is 12 volt, but if I click on that, you get different options. So I'll just scroll up above and show you. So these are the options that are present, that is high voltage 12.4 volts, middle voltage 12 volts, and low voltage, that is 11.8 volts. So if you select the low voltage, the dash cam will run to the point until the battery reaches the low voltage of 11.8. If you select the high point, the dash cam will run until the battery reaches the voltage of 12.4 volts and the dash cam will automatically turn off. So coming back to the main settings screen, you have other options which you can play around with. So first option is, after vehicle is turned off, you can make the camera enter the time-lapse mode, or you can make it enter the ordinary mode, or you can make it enter the sleep mode. So zooming in on these options, let me just go ahead and show you. So as you can see, the first option is the time-lapse mode. Now this will greatly save device storage space, but the play speed will be fast. And following this, you have the ordinary video, normal recording, but will overwrite the oldest files when the memory card gets full. So you can enable ordinary video recording even during parking monitoring, or you can activate the sleep mode, which is the standby mode, and device will wake up only by the emergency event, which are triggered by the G sensor sensitivity. So heading back onto the main screen. Now you have the video duration selections, which means you can select for how long the dash camera should be turned on for parking monitoring. If you select that, you have the options of 12 hours, 24 hours, and up to 48 hours of parking monitoring. Well, the camera will probably turn off before that because the battery will definitely come down. And this is the main option, that is battery vehicle protection, which I just showed you now. And in the OBD-2 model, you get parking monitoring right out of the box. So these are the important options which I needed to show you in regards to the A3 Pro's parking monitoring features. Now let's take a look at some of the important features of A3 Pro. This dash camera supports a resolution of 2304 x 1296p, and it supports a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network. The camera has a field of view of 140 degrees with the lens having an f2.0 aperture. This camera supports parking mode with battery protection feature, which I just showed you previously. This camera is super capacitor based and supports micro SD cards up to 128 GB. Coming to the video sample from this dash cam, Well, this really looks good, doesn't it? The video quality is actually excellent and much better than what I initially expected. The color saturation, the color tint, the brightness, contrast levels are very much natural as you are seeing on the screen right now. And if I take a look at the license plate readability, now again this too offers a very good performance in close range in terms of having a good read at license plates. There is very minimal noise and very minimal blurriness. As you can see, the color of the sky, the color of the clouds, everything looks very much natural, and the quality of the video does look pretty good for the price you are getting it for. So this is a quick and a comprehensive detail regarding the A3 Pro dash camera, and in spite of watching this entire video, if you still have any query, you can write that down in the comments and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. As a follow-up to this video, I'll be bringing up a detailed video quality review of the A3 Pro pretty soon, and in that video I'm going to show you both day and night video samples along with the license plate readability and the detailed technical specifications of the video quality of A3 Pro. And as a follow-up to that video, I'm bringing a comparison of the A3 Pro along with the DDPAI Mini Pro. Well, both cameras come with a 1296p resolution and more or less similar price. So in case if you do get confused which of these two dash cameras to buy, the comparison video which I'll be bringing up pretty soon is going to guide you in making the right decision. So if you don't want to miss those exciting, awesome, super videos, and hopefully I'll try to do it before the sale, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button of Travel Tech right now and smash the like button before you move on to the next video, because other than those two videos, I'll be bringing up many more interesting videos on dash cameras, car accessories, and lots of other stuff. And in case if you're interested in purchasing the A3 Pro, the links to purchase these dash cams is provided in the description. Just head down, click on the description, you'll find the relevant links right there. So this was a quick and detailed video, and I hope this video has to some extent helped you out in making the right decision. Thanks for watching, and until next one, see ya.